Hello everybody, day 28. What? We have 2 more days. That's it. Well, including today. I'm so excited. I'm doing this a little early because I got totally in the mood and I knew that this would be good to do. So I wanted to talk about the pre-paving that I'm doing before the 100 days. And how I'm going about doing it and how it affected me today. So anyway, I wrote the note to myself about my new beautiful body and my healthy lifestyle and my new glowing long hair and my sparkly eyes and all that fun stuff. And I went off to go see my mom and I had a wonderful lunch with her. It was fantastic and everything was really good and we had a good conversation. And then I went to leave and I started to feel the upstream thing coming and I was like, So I just stayed, I just kept my mind quiet and focused on driving down the road. And then I was realizing that I don't like this, so think of something quick. So I did. And what I saw, or what I envisioned that I put in my mind to help me step right back in to this awesome Vortex place that I live, was me in a pair of jeans, Levi's, and like the layered tank top look with, my new me. Tan, long hair, flip-flops, just being absolutely beautiful. And exactly when I see an image of health and physical fitness, what I see when I see that, outside of, I'm not going to say that I don't love dressing up. I do love dressing up, but what I want to see from myself every day is a very relaxed, very clean, very proud of my body look. A pair of nice Levi's, beautiful tank top, exposed shoulders and muscles, long hair. And I saw that in my head and it was just like a flash picture. And immediately, now I just noticed that all of a sudden I'm just I pulled myself back into the vortex thinking about the things I want to manifest. And that's really important when we start on this next 30 days, is that the things that we are thinking about manifesting, they should be putting us into a good mood. Something else that makes you happy. Because it's really important to stay there. To stay there as long as possible. Up until the 100 days, which I'm calling It's Mine. I think I told you guys. I'm doing the pre-paving. I'm going to let the universe know, let my source know exactly what I want. And it will translate to me however it sees fit. I don't mind because I'm really good at that. And then I'm just going to kind of let it go. And then for this 100 days, I'm just going to resonate in the vortex. I love to fly. And that one, started saying, oh God, I wish I had a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. So I went over to the kitchen, and I went over to the stove, and I got my red teapot, and I filled it with water, and I put the stove on 5, and I got a glass, and I put 2 Newman's Own, what's it called, Royalty, and a tablespoon of raw honey in a glass. And then when it was done, I poured it in there, and I'm drinking tea right now. It was completely unconscious. I said, ooh, I'd really like to have a cup of coffee. What my mind did was, because I told myself that I was very happy about the new choices that I was making in regards to doing things that were good for my body, whether or not coffee is bad for me or not, my mind knew that having a glass of tea is much more conducive for me to feel that my body's doing better. So you're gonna, if you're not noticing those kind of things already, which I'm sure some of you are, I certainly know Marilyn is, that you're automatically going to make the right choices. And sometimes you might not even realize it until you go to make a video and you go to have a sip of your coffee and it's tea. I think it's wonderful. I really enjoy that. I think it's so cool. And I made it really strong, so all I have to do is add water to it as I drink it down. And it actually tastes good, because I don't like tea. Or I guess I didn't used to like tea. So that's what I wanted to talk about. If what you're thinking about putting in for your 100 days makes you nervous or puts you down upstream, and figure something out. We got a few days, figure something else out. Because once you allow yourself to be happy and realize that everything is your choice, the whole world is yours. The whole world is yours. And it's exciting. Last night we had a very powerful thing happen. I'm not going to say names right because I'm going to post it on YouTube. But one of our beautiful fellow co-creators mentioned that something might be going wrong with, I guess, her job or her business. And she voiced it among a room of, I think we had 9 or 10 really powerful people on that webinar from all over the world. And I think it was about 20 minutes, a half hour before she had, after the meeting, that she had gotten notification that her fears had come true. This brings me back to what another one of my dear friends on the group said. Manifest responsibly. Don't think about the worst thing that could happen. Try not to anyway, It reminds me of a story that in my recent truther days, I love Eminem. And I understand how powerful art is. And in his newest album, he talks about addiction. And I'll get into that. I might even post a video later about that. And also about how he thinks that maybe the Illuminati or Satanists or something were working against him. And I saw it right away. And I almost feel like I want to write him a letter like that. If he's meant to read my letter, it'll get to him. That nobody's doing it. He had made a video, one of his friends, a fellow performer, and in the video they acted out his friend getting shot and killed. I can't remember the name of the song. I get chills saying it. And it was like a matter of no time at all after the video was made that his friend was shot and killed. And Eminem expresses, or theorists, conspiracy theorists or truth theorists say that they must have done it to show him that he has to stay in their control in order to maintain wealth and success. And I just want to say that he's a very powerful creator. He came from nothing, and he's a millionaire. He did some self-sabotage, totally abused his body with drugs. Met a really, really awesome person because of one of his songs. And ended up spending a lot of time at his house rehabilitating himself. So when he created that video with his very powerful co-creating friend, even though they thought it was art, they sent a really strong signal, and all the world did was provided. So when we think that something could happen, it could be the worst thing in the world, it does. I remember I was in my early 20s, and I was very early 20s. It was after I left Sarah's father, and she was about between 6 months to a year and a half, and I was really overweight. I'm overweight now. I was really overweight, and about one night a week, I used to go out with my friend Erin to the bars in Huntington Bay. Awesome little town. I mean, you could walk to 80 bars in a mile, and it's all different. It's not horrible, you know. It's a nice little town. And I remember there was this one guy I was flirting with, and he was just cute to me. And it had been a long time. And I remember saying to my friend Erin a few days before we went out that Friday night, saying, you know what, I don't think I could ever live through being raped. I don't think I could ever live through that. That would fucking kill me. Wouldn't you know that within a few days I walk to that bar and that guy all of a sudden has all this interest in me. And all of a sudden I'm walking out to the car with him. And all of a sudden the windows are rolled down. It's a full moon and we're in a lit parking lot. And I am so afraid I can't even scream. Don't talk about your fears. Especially when you're as powerful as you are. So we attract these things into our lives in order to, we choose those experiences. There is no victims. There are no victims. I was not a victim that night. I chose to experience that. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe so I could just make this video tell you about it. We choose our experiences, and it's okay that we chose them. And we might even choose some experience that are really very contrasty right now, but that's okay. Because as soon as you realize it, as soon as you accept the fact that you are a creator in your life, all you have to do is change your mind about it. That's all you have to do, is change your mind about it. Be deliberate in your creations. Pre-pave your way and your day, and manifest responsibly. Namaste.